Truth be told, man, I do this for my people. All things being equal, but opposition is futile, the opposition is futile, and if I want to make a difference, I better move now. I'm in that system that says 6 this week should be 6 feet deep, and if beauty is skin deep, then my sisters need to bleach their features. With weak self-esteem, we delete uniqueness. See, I don't mean to follow like sheep, but talk is cheap, so I borrow from Peter to pay Paul. I never seem to keep the receipts until April, where being tasteful makes a boy feel unable to eat amongst the people at the table. We need to plant seeds, watch the flowers bloom, then reap the grapefruit. I'm grateful if my age group makes a breakthrough, but if the promises are comfort to a fool, I still do what I love because I love what I do. I am AKS, nothing more, nothing less. My name is Akin, that's my name. And a lot of people used to call me Axe as when I was younger, you know, as a nickname. And I remember when I first started rapping, you know what I mean, making the transition from grime to rap, and in grime I was called Bouncer, but now, you know what I mean, you have the mad names. But when I was making the transition, I remember telling people that my name's Axe and going to events and seeing my name on the bill spelled A-X-E. So it's mad that I used to go on the stage and say, I am AKS, nothing more, nothing less, and it just kind of stuck. So that is the origin of my name. There's a lot of us that just sit around and wait for something to come and take you to that place, a vehicle that's going to take you, somebody, someone, some kind of change in circumstance. And I thought, you know, I don't want to be that person that's just waiting at the bus stop, waiting for somebody to come and discover me or something, you know what I mean? And when that bus comes, do you get on it? Do you think, oh, it's packed, you know, there's too many people on the bus, I don't want to get on the bus? Or do you think, oh, I'm gonna get on this bus, even though it's packed, even though I might feel like it's below me, you know what I mean? As a mode of transport, I should be in a taxi or something. Like, do you still get on the bus and get on your hustle and move? So the Bus Up EP was really that hustle for me, man, and that first step in the journey. Michael Jackson was really a massive influence for me as a child. I remember coming home like every day after school, I'm putting on Bad on the LP, you know what I mean, on the record, and just knowing the groove for every single song and listening to Man in the Mirror, like that kind of internal conflict type of jam, you know what I mean? That's really what my music is about. That's what I try and instill. Nas, Common, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, those kind of intellectual rappers, you know what I mean, that keep things mindful and also make music that relates to your life. I was brought up in a household where my parents taught me to remember my customs, you know what I mean, and my heritage as a Nigerian, and they didn't really want that to be lost in myself or my siblings. So I really think it's important that you keep hold of that. House Called Home was written from a perspective of somebody that feels lost in their surroundings, you know what I mean? It's mad to be in a scenario where being yourself isn't enough, you know what I mean? And I just want to bring that back really and just say, look, this is me, this is who I am, you know what I mean? You either accept me or you reject me, but this is who I am. I'm happy to be who I am. I don't need to be different from everybody to make an impact. I can be the same as you. My sound, it's hard to define it, man, you know what I mean? I look at what my influences have been in the past. Growing up in my household, I grew up with the sounds of Afrobeat, a lot of Afrobeat, and that kind of political struggle from people like Fela Anikulapo Kuti, and a lot of jazz, the likes of Dizzy Gillespie and soul. My dad plays the saxophone and the keyboard. So for me, I was always around that kind of sound of music, and I think if you listen to my music now, you'll find those influences in there, like from the political struggle to the soul influences, you know what I mean? You'll find that all inside my music. It presents a faction called Less is More, and it's like, the whole idea behind it is that less of one thing is always ultimately more of something else, you know what I mean? It's, you put in your blood, you put in your sweat, you put in your tears, and you get to a particular point in life. Be that success, be that the ability to impact people that make something that's bigger than yourself, which I feel like the bus stop has kind of become, you know what I mean? So for me, now, it's just about different modes of transport, and people will be able to jump on those if they didn't catch me at the bus stop, we'll see. Protect your work at therightcopy.co.uk. I'm AKS, nothing more, nothing less. Peace.